Karibuni sana to yet another new video. If you are new to this channel, my name is Sally, and in this channel we like to talk a lot extensively on lots of issues, and we also just live life on our terms as it is. So if that's what you like to do, welcome and welcome to Favorite Talk. Looking like this because I'm leaving the house, yes, and I have my glasses on because today is quite sunny. So I am leaving the house. I have quite a number of errands to run today. First and foremost, there's some construction going on around, so this video will be a bit noisy, and I'm not having my microphone with me because I'm lazy. Second, yeah, I have quite a number of errands to run. First and foremost, I want to drop at the supermarket and pick some grocery. This is funny, right? I actually realized that here in Mombasa, or let me say here where we stay, the grocery I'm going to pick from the supermarket is onions and tomatoes. I actually realized that at the supermarket, the price of onions and tomatoes is cheaper than the market. Yes, like, you guys just do your calculations. I'm not going to mention the name of the supermarket that I'm going to for obvious reasons, but then I realized that at that place I get onions for like 80 per kg. When I go to the market, I'll get onions for 90 or even 100 per kg. So I'd rather just go to the supermarket and get the onions. They're actually cheaper. And the same thing with tomatoes. I am forgetting the price of tomatoes, but then the last time I compared tomatoes there, getting tomatoes there is cheaper than getting from the market per kg. Yeah, so I'm going to get grocery. And another thing taking me to the supermarket is I'm going to get a brown cover. So recently I started taking tailoring classes because I just want to perfect my skill, and I am going to get some brown cover because my tailoring teacher needs me to get the cover so that we can do some sketches on it. So that's what's taking me to the supermarket, and after the supermarket I'll go to the to my training, to my tailoring training, and then I come back home and we're going to cook some delicacies. So I'll be so glad for you to join me in my day today. It's going to be a bit busy, a bit hectic. I'll be in so many crowded places, so I'm going to try my best to film where I can. So let's do this.
A few hours later.
Oh guys, I just came back. I was not able to film Nikifanya grocery shopping because there was like the people all over, and I'm just not comfortable having the camera on people's faces, you understand? So yeah, this is it. These are my books. I don't know if I'm the only person who sometimes mixes books with groceries, but these are my books. These are for choir books. They're so big, and I just don't have strength to walk around with a big bag. So nilizi corner kwa hiyo bag where we have the grocery. I don't know why this camera is not so clear. Yeah, now it's clearer. And then tomatoes. We got these tomatoes for, how much are they? 214 for 2.035 kgs for 214. If you're in Mombasa, please tell me, where can I get tomatoes at a cheap price? I'd like to know. And then cabbage, we'll need that for dinner. And onions. Actually, this is 1 kg for 97, and onions zimepanda bei. I don't know whether it's that supermarket ndo imepandisha bei or onions generally like zimepanda tu bei, but yeah, this was 97. Yeah, and for dinner tonight we'll be making jollof rice. Yeah, apparently there is Ghana jollof and Nigeria jollof. This is just jollof. I don't know which country will claim this one. Basically, we're just going to make jollof rice with chicken. So let's get going. Here I have the chicken. It was in the freezer, but I've defrosted it since 12 noon it's been defrosting. So yeah, let's start with the chicken first. But before the chicken, let me just clear this tiny mess here, because hey, who wants to cook in kitchen with a dirty sink with dirty dishes? So let me just sort. Now that we have a clean sink, we are going to work on our chicken. While this chicken has been in the freezer for a while, it is really frosted and it took time to defrost it. It really took a long time to defrost it, and even now that I'm cutting it, it's not yet fully defrosted, but it is what it is. We have to move regardless. So I'm just going to chop the chicken to cut it, and oh, I'm not the best when it comes to cutting chicken. I just do what I can do because food needs to be eaten, and ain't no one coming to cut the chicken for us. So yeah, I'm just trying to cut what I can cut and just have the chicken ready. Yes, and wow, it is so defrosted. It is so not defrosted, I mean it is so frosted. It's so cold, it did not even defrost fully. Yeah, so that's what's happening right now. That chicken was so cold. My hands are, I don't know what's happening to my hands, but anyway, we are done with that. So right now I just want to not really boil it, I just want to steam it for a short while so that I can deep fry it for a shorter time and with less oil. Yep, and also just to ensure that the inside will get cooked. I have chopped very big pieces. Oh, I can't show you the water will drip. I've chopped very big pieces because I want us to feel like we are eating chicken in a restaurant, not in the house. So that's why I've chopped these, quite big pieces. So let's do this, chop. So I'm just going to boil the chicken and then start preparing for the jollof. Okay. Well, for this chicken, we will boil it fast before we deep fry it. So before boiling, I'll just put in some few spices. That is cumin, and then I'll go in with some little bit of thyme. Yes, and after that we'll go in with some cinnamon. I like the taste, the sweetish flavor from cinnamon. And then we'll add some cayenne because hey, this chicken needs to be spicy, it needs to be hot, we need to pepper it. And then we top up with some salt, of course. After that, we don't add water, we just let it steam for a while. So next I'm just going to peel some onions. Lately I am in love with small onions. I find them much more tastier. As in, I feel like these small onions, they have flavor, you know. Yeah, they really have some sense of flavor. So yeah, that's what I'm going in with. By the way, here's a secret. If you don't want nini, onions, zikuwashe macho, just cut them and soak them in water. Yeah, so that all the, is it called milk? Yeah, all that can go away. This way you will have a very peaceful time. At this point, we will chop these onions to make it easier to blend them inside the blender. And then I'll take one whole clove. Actually, you can tell the difference, right? Again, I am falling in love with these small cloves as opposed to the big cloves because, again, I feel like they have better scent. Yep, so I mean, who doesn't want nicely scented food? I want aroma. Like, I want the food to be calling me and calling neighbors and calling everyone around me. So, if it is scent, I will go for it. Any day, any time, I will go for scent. Like, me and scent will call each other by name. And so I'll just put them here and blend them. Updates on our chicken. It's going on well over here. I'm just so happy I didn't add any water because we already are having broth. So I'm just imagining if I could have added more water, well, what could I have done with all that broth? Like, this is just not the day for broth. So yeah, we are going on well over here, by the way. We are doing fine. We are doing okay over here, you know. In other news, I want to sort all these, what are they called? These tomatoes. I like very ripe tomatoes. And also notice that if you keep tomatoes in the fridge, if they're not like ripe, they start drying up. I don't know whether it's a setting with our fridge or that's just how tomatoes behave. I really don't get it. Yeah, so I'll just transfer them here and have them sleep here for a night so that they can ripen to the level I want them to ripen, and then we'll transfer them to the fridge. So for now, I am just taking a few that we will blend. We won't blend much tomatoes because we'll use tomato paste for the jollof rice, so we're just going to blend very few tomatoes. So these, I'll just use these 3 for the blending. Yeah, and then I'm just going to transfer these onions to the place where we keep onions. This cabbage will stay here for a while because I'll make salad as well. Yep. That's all we are done. I have chopped the ginger too because blending ginger, just as it is a sport. And our blender is not, okay, we like it, but I would not classify it as a very strong blender option. Yeah, probably with time we will need to go get another blender, but for now, it is serving us. For now, it is fully serving its purpose. So we'll put the chopped onions, garlic as well as ginger in the blender, and we will just add a little bit of water to make blending it more easier. Well, once that is done, I'll wash our tomatoes and blend. Well, I have washed those tomatoes, chopped them up real quick, chopped them into big pieces because we're going to blend them, so no need stressing myself out. Now just put these in the blender. Oh, this smells so refreshing. This smells good. Okay, so we are done with all the chop and blend work. Now we get to the real cooking. Yeah, so as you can see, I have already transferred the chicken from the cooking pot to this basin because I want to use this same cooking pot for the jollof rice. I don't see the need of using another cooking pot. Well, we can still use this one. Yeah, and I also like the way this cooking pot normally brings out the rice. So I am just putting in some oil. This oil is that deep yellow because 2 days ago I used it to fry some bajia with turmeric, so that's why the oil looks like that. And then we will just go in with some onions, very little onions. Remember we had blended onions before, so these are just some chopped onions, just one chopped onion. We'll just put it in, and then we add on our blended onions, stir them for a while, and then yeah, wait again and add the blended tomatoes that we had blended in the blender earlier on. Again, just stir them for a while and wait a bit. It's at this point where our jollof is kind of coming to life now. We're going to add some salt, a little bit of cayenne pepper, not too much, and I have also added some cinnamon. Now, just when I thought my camera was recording, I do not know, for whatever reason, the footage of me adding the tomato paste, I don't know what happened. The camera just paused and I didn't capture this. So this is it with the tomato paste already added, and actually I've lost quite some footage, but then I cooked it for a while, a few minutes, and now I am taking out some extra sauce because I don't want the jollof, like the jollof, to be too much, like too sticky, too heavy. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So we are taking off some extra, we call it stew, yeah, sauce. Yeah, we are taking off some extra sauce so that we leave just enough for cooking the rice so that the rice doesn't end up getting too sticky. So what we have right now is what is left after taking off the extra stew, and then I'm going to add some, I'm still livating. I'm going to add the chicken broth from the chicken that we were boiling earlier on. I mean, hey, this jollof rice needs some chicken flavor because we're eating it with chicken. I mean, I beg, why not? Why not? Okay, so once the water boils, then we are ready to put in the rice. And yeah, before you put in the rice here, you need to wash it. So this is the washed rice. We are just putting it into the sauce. Yeah, because the sauce has boiled, and now we're just putting it in, and then we will stir it lightly because remember, this is sauce. It needs to mix well with the rice, so we will just stir it. And then as the rice is cooking on that other end, you can see I begin to deep fry my chicken. I wanted these two things to get ready at almost the same time so that there's no need for warming anything again before we eat. So I will just deep fry my chicken. I'm not putting any coating on my chicken because I already marinated it with the spices during boiling. Yes, so as you can see, this chicken is cooked. I mean, it's all golden brown. It's savory, like it just looks juicy. If you're keen enough, you'll realize that I've switched up the stoves. Previously the rice was on the other stove on that other corner, which is now free, but I've switched up to a smaller stove because I need it to now cook in low heat because it's almost ready. And as you can see, if you can peep again, I'm just stirring it to make sure that it's ready, it's well cooked. Yeah, and let's wait. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the food is ready. Like, I was salivating so much that I didn't even have time to show you how it looks like in the cooking pot, but our jollof rice is ready. This is what we call jollof rice. So jollof rice can go with chicken or beef or even just vegetables for those who are vegans. This is the almighty jollof rice, and it tastes just as good as it looks. And honey, let me not lie to you, this is very addictive, by the way, especially if you like spicy food. Ain't nothing as good as spicy jollof rice. So here is our jollof rice, and I just can't wait to sit down and devour this meal because it needs to be devoured. Well, the plan was to have this jollof with cabbage salad, but there was not time for that, and also that would have been too much food for us. So we just decided to top it up with some avocados, and voila, this is it, guys. Like, this is it. Here is the magic. It's savory, it's everything. Here is our almighty jollof rice.
You can